My name is Dumbar, and I'm an early childhood teacher. I'm a pre-K3 and pre-K4 teacher in Lake Worth ISD here in the Fort Worth area. Um, I have been asked to answer questions about children learning a second language through the bilingual program that we have here in the district. Mi nombre es Dumbar, hablo español y soy una maestra bilingüe del programa de Pre-K 3 y de Pre-Kinder 4 en la ciudad de Fort Worth, en la ciudad de Lake Worth, en el Lake Worth ISD. My main idea of the children learning through play is through centers, through the learning centers. We do have also circle time where we get to speak with the children. Our school district has the Gomez and Gomez program where they encourage us to use one day English, one day Spanish, and for that reason I try to communicate with the children 2 days a week in English. But we do most of our teaching in the native language of the child. Our children that are more English dominant are models for the children that are speaking more, that are Spanish, whose language is Spanish. And so they are learning the English language through play and also through hearing it, hearing the English. In here we have done a garden center, a plant nursery, and the children are working. The items are labeled. We have them labeled in both languages. They're learning with whichever child they play. If they play with a child with children that speak English, they are hearing the English and they are learning the English slowly. They're learning the communicative English. We have different things here that, like, we have them all labeled. For instance, we have aprons, delantales, and so they're supposed to put their things away where they belong, and they have here we have the cash register where the children can plant and then they sell the flowers that they have planted. We have also construction center, and we have it labeled in Spanish and English, construction, and so they play here in whichever center they're in. They get to hear both languages. Now, our language arts are taught in Spanish, which is the native language of the. And so we believe as bilingual teachers that if we reinforce the language of the child, then they will learn and be able to make the transfer more quickly. Our math is taught in English. That is the one time during the day that they hear English spoken, and so they're hearing the correct pronunciation of the words. They're hearing the numbers. We count the numbers. We say the months of the year, the days of the week. A little bit of writing here in English, and then we have the shapes, and all these things are done in English. So we have English during the day with each class. Our stories, though, are written in Spanish in order to increase and to better the vocabulary and the language that the child is learning. Some of these stories have words that vocabulary is a little bit higher than what a lot of our children come in. Then we have the computer center. In the computer center, our programs are, we use programs that do come in English, and so the children hear the English and they see words in English. We don't have a Spanish program. I don't have Spanish programs here that the kids can hear. So they're learning and hearing English by playing in the computer, and some of the children that know more will model and teach the other children. Our library, our books are in English as well. Now they don't know how to read, but if there's a book here that they want to look at, then we'll talk about it, and that most of our books are from the library of the school. We have alphabet. Well, Alphabet Center is the letters, they would learn them in Spanish. And then we also have a sand center. Right now we have insects in our sand center, and they are studying week, and they will be learning the names in Spanish. And here, while they're playing with the different children who are either more Spanish or English, that they're going to hear. Having students that speak English in the class helps me to also speak to them in English, and for my children to kind of motivates me to speak to the children in English, so that I don't forget and I don't just stay in the native language all the time. And I think that's beneficial because that way the children are hearing English all the time. They're getting used to the sounds, so that when they're exposed to the English alphabet and the writing, the reading, then they will be able to understand what they're reading. My passion is to teach early childhood because I know that I learned 3 languages when I was a small child, and I believe that if we reinforce the native language, the child will be able to make the transfer into the English language, which is what this district is hoping, that the children will learn their native language well. And research has shown that if a person comes from a foreign country and has a very strong basis of their own language, they will be able to make the transfer and learn the second language a lot quicker than they can. Thank you.